And hey, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn, good to see you. So we're just a minute early. Let's see, can you hear me? Can you see me well? And I get a check, I guess. Oh, wait just a moment. Can anyone see me there? Let's see. Yes, you can hear and see me. Well, okay, awesome. Well, hello. Welcome everyone that's here. My name's Matthew here at the Crafter Branch Homestead, and this is Garden Chat with Matt. And we're doing some medicinal tea with Farmer Casey, my 9-year-old son. Now, I do want to give a little disclaimer as we start here. Hey, Danny Days Homestead. We're going to do this is really just a garden chat. I want to do a walk through my garden, kind of show what's going on. My 9-year-old son, despite his 30 plus years of experience in herbalism and apothecary and these things, is going to show us some of the medicinal herbs and things that we have. And so this week we're showcasing Yarrow, not because we know a whole lot about it, but it's the first year we've grown it. And so we're trying to learn a lot about it. And by doing that, we're trying to share as well. So this is not a standalone video. It's not supposed to be all encompassing on Yarrow. If that's what you're looking for, you're going to need to do some more research. We're just going to discuss it and share a lot of facts and things and make some tea as well. Hey, Nick over there at Arizona, I hope you're feeling a little better there. Good to see you in here. And so we're going to do some of that. And so he's going to join me in about 10 minutes. Where we will do our Yarrow talk. But until then, I'm going to go and let our chickens out to roam around a little bit and show some of the garden here. So follow me. Oh, and wind blew the cover off my coffee, so I'm going to grab that. I like the cheap stuff. Hey, Renegade Black Sheep Homestead, good to see you. So you're going to notice sunflowers everywhere, and I talk about those a lot. Sunflowers are awesome for the garden, good to grow alongside plants. They will provide shade, so I guess we'll stop in here. They provide shade for the plants. They also put in big tap roots into the ground and break up the soil. They help clear out radiation as well as doing other things. Everyone's saying hi, that's awesome. Welcome, y'all. And so the quail are doing good this morning. They're just hanging out in there. Oh yes, thumbs up please if you would. It does help. It helps me get to different goals. All right. And so let's go let those chickens out. We're going to be in about 2 weeks here is when all the red winter wheat will go in here. And then in the planter boxes along the sides will be the onions and garlic. So that's in about 2 weeks here. Garden's doing pretty good. Some of the tomatoes are starting to die off. I believe we're getting some late summer end drop possibly, or some other issues. Tomatoes were a challenge this year, and so I'm going to give them some treats actually. And so I've showed before, but these are the Grub Terra black soldier flies. We raise mealworms, but I do give them some of these as well when I don't have a lot of mealworms. So I have 3 different varieties. I know my shout out here, I shout out Nick at Arizona Homestead always. He had a garden tour, so go check him out. He's here. And then also Ultimate S&S. And so he had a question as to what chicken this one was. And so I have 3 different types of chickens here, or we do. So I have Orpington Buffs. We have 4 Orpington Buffs. I have 2 of these little silkies. Come here, you. And so this is Lucy. She's a silky. She kind of looks like a Muppet. So these birds are great. They can be noisy sometimes for the backyard. They do go broody a lot. So these are the ones I'm actually going to use for the quail egg experiment going on. And I think I'm actually going to isolate that bird as well, possibly for that. We'll see. And so I have the silkies, the Orpington Buffs, and then running around here as well as my Rhode Island Reds. And so there's 4 of those. So we have 10 birds right now, all in all. Love the silkies. Here. And so there's sunflowers, beautiful sunflowers. So our tomatoes in the main garden, I think, have some late summer end rot possibly. Some of these too. They're just kind of dying off. It's about that time. So we got some more medicinal herbs we'll get to later in here. This is a volunteer tomato plant that is still doing fantastic. So we're getting a lot going there. Pinto beans coming in. Cucumbers need a trim here, but they're still going. Not as strong, but they are still going. There's another volunteer tomato. So this is kind of what I want to show real quick here is these Jerusalem artichokes, I guess, are starting to flower, it looks like. That's a blooming volunteer tomato, yep. And then my wife has, I'm probably getting this wrong, and if she's listening, she'll get mad. What'd she put back here? These might be radishes or something like that. So we have some fall things going in. We need to get rid of. And so we have bok choy, spinach, radishes. You'll see lots of little sprouts. Ooh, rotate device. Lots of little sprouts possibly down in there. Those are all popping up. There's lots of carrots everywhere. Peppers. Let's check on these cantaloupes. Man, I love these things. It's good to turn them every now and then, so they're still small. We'll let them keep going. I think that's all that's on there right now. And then a huge zucchini back here. And so this is good reason you should plant plants in different areas. Or other zucchini plants died off. I think because of some bugs and other issues in another part of the garden. There's a lot of mosquitoes flying around here. Oh, that brings me back to yarrow. And so that's actually excellent for mosquito control. We'll get into that with my son in just a few minutes. I believe he's going to join me at 10:10 here. Sorry, stepping around. Let me get back on camera. Oh, I do have to show something here. So I've showed the snake gourds a lot in our garden. And I believe it's some variety of snake gourd, but my wife does a ton of research, and actually I have to give a good shout out to her with these garden chats and really everything in the garden, because she does a ton of research and a lot of useful info. Elderberry and catnip. Catnip keeps away roaches. Elderberry is a miracle fruit. And so she thinks that the gourd that we have set up is called Kukuzi, I believe. And so I think I'm saying that right. Kukuzi. And so that is over here. And so these are huge ones we're saving for seeds and to make didgeridoos. The better ones for eating are kind of small over here. So yeah, you can see the tomatoes in here are kind of getting, not giving us a whole lot. So I'm debating whether I'm going to cut some of these tomatoes out and get something else growing in here. We still have a lot of basil, some lettuces coming in, different things. Ton of peppers, that's what's really going right now. And sweet potatoes. All right, I did want to mention, when we moved into this property, there was absolutely nothing out here. It was all weeds about as high as that peach tree, and the first whole year I spent digging them out, cutting them, burning everything out, and there was absolutely nothing in here. And so we've put everything in here and really helped bring this up. And I mention that because we do want to get on a large piece of land someday, and so I find myself asking, kind of why I'm still putting a lot of money in here. And so there's a couple reasons. One, we want to build the skills, and we want to do the things now because you really do need almost practice at all this stuff. It is a lot, and it's better to get it going early. And so we're doing that, as well as I really want to leave this better than it was when I got here, and really build up this land and make it something that's kind of an oasis. And so that's important to me as well. And so that's why I put some money into it. Not a lot. We do like to recycle as much as possible. And let's see, before my son comes out, speaking of recycling, so these planter boxes actually that I have a lot of medicinal herbs in all came from a single pallet that I cut up. So did the elderberry box. And so I actually recycle as much as I can. And so costs, we can keep those down. And let's see, so this is the yarrow here. Now, it's probably not the best time to show it because it doesn't have any flowers right now. But we're going to show some pictures of that and go into it. And so let me see here the time, and it looks like my son's going to be coming out, so we're going to set this up here so we can talk with Farmer Casey on his medicinal tea. Are we going to go collect things first? Why don't we have a seat and we'll talk for a sec
yes,
first.
I need a microphone.
You do. Why don't you have a seat and I'll go grab your mic. I think I left it inside. All right, there's always something I forgot. Okay, which chair do you want? Why don't you sit in that bigger white one? I'll sit over here by the computer, and then I'll turn it so you can see. Okay, let's get your mic on.
I wanted to look at the comments.
Oh yeah, we'll look at those first, and we'll say hi to everyone. Okay, we'll introduce you too.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Hey, Dad. Over there is not horseradish. It's actually bok choy.
Oh, our video stopped. Okay, just a sec. It's bok choy in the back. So those things I was saying, I wasn't sure what they were.
Yes.
I got corrected. Oh, all right. So let me find the stream in here real quick.
So
I lost our stream, so just a sec.
Yes. So Jen was watching with me.
Mom, you call her Mom.
Yes,
I know you're for the channel, but
yeah, she was watching over there with me.
yes.
And when you said she got mad, she just kind of like stared, like,
Okay, we got it back up. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at some comments. First one, introduce yourself. Who's this? Who are you?
I'm Casey.
You're Casey. You're Farmer Casey?
Yes.
And how old are you?
I'm 9.
9 years old? And how long have you been practicing with the medicinal herbs in the garden? About 30 years?
I don't know.
No, but you like doing that stuff, huh, and learning?
Yeah, so are we going to make some garden tea?
We are going to make garden tea, but let's say hi first. Okay, so let's see. So people were talking about the birds. CDB, she says, yeah, you go, Farmer Casey.
Thank you.
All right. Farmer Casey is a natural, yes.
Isn't that Grandma Tracy?
No, that's Mimi.
Oh, yeah, Mimi. Hi, Mimi.
All right, and so what are we going to talk about today? We want to talk to the camera, not the computer.
Yeah, I know. We're going to talk about some, shoot, I forgot what it's called. It started with the Y.
Started with the Y. Here, watch. We're going to pull up some pictures. So can you see what that says?
Oh, yes, it's a yarrow plant.
The yarrow plant. So what's the yarrow plant good for?
The yarrow plant is good for a lot of things. It's like one of the best mosquito repellents, actually.
Do you have your notes here?
It heals wounds, it helps your digestive system, and it helps your brain, and lots more.
And lots more. You're right. Yeah, all those things. So I'm going to show the camera here some pictures, and then we will go show our yarrow. So our yarrow right now doesn't have flowers. They normally flower in the summer there. And I'm just going to show the screen, so that may be a bad picture. And you can look it up. It's not all-encompassing. But the yarrow, basically, it has these umbrella-looking blooms of white and yellow, and they can be pink or other colors. They also have leaves here that look kind of like this. You want to show that?
So we got this type?
We have 2 different types in our garden here, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. And so they have all these little, they kind of look like a fern almost. All right, let's go back and talk.
It's weird because when they like collision, it makes like this weird thing because this is what it looks like. And they collisioned and make these 2 different ones. So they don't look exactly like the original, see? Like,
well, it's 2 different plants, of the same type.
So like those are 2 different ones, and then it's weird because like then they like combined and made these.
So yarrow, let's get into a couple things. So the actual name is the Achille Mealy Fulham. I'm going to completely butcher that, but it's a member of the composite family, so it's a perennial, which means it's going to come back for a couple years. The root structure does grow a lot deeper, so after that second year you can use the roots as well as the rest of the plant. So the plant is one of, on homesteads and stuff, it's really almost a miracle plant. Here, don't do that, please. Thank you. And you want to, while I talk, did you want to go steep it?
Steep.
You want to make the tea? Okay, wait.
Yeah,
what else? Let's go get the rest of your herbs, and then we'll dig into a little bit more what the plant's about. Want to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do we need more of the yarrow?
Well, about a spoonful is good for one person, so I think this should be enough.
And normally it's good dry, but you can do the leaves like this as well.
Yeah, I watched. Me and my mom, Jen. So she and I were watching a video about them, and they say like they're very easily to grow and all that, and like there's a lot, so like there's not really a need to dry them that much.
Oh, so there's lots of different ways you can use them.
This is yes, this is lemon tea. It's very strong.
Lemon mint.
Very nice. So. After this, we're gonna grab some.
That smells so good.
We're gonna grab some
Smells
mint.
like a cough drop.
We're gonna have some mint after this. And the reason we're trying to get as much flavor because yarrow is bitter.
It can be, yeah, yarrow's kind of bitter.
So
it's a medicinal plant. We don't want to use too much of it either. So that's important.
So that's the basil over there.
That's the mint. Did you want basil?
Yes, sorry. I keep getting those two confused.
So that's the lemon mint.
So, yes.
A little bit of that?
Yes. And then after we make the tea, we're gonna put some honey in it.
That sounds delicious. Okay, do you have all the things you need?
Yeah, that's
all right.
Them.
Why don't you let everyone?
Is this the sunflower?
No, that's a different type of plant. I'm not sure. Okay.
I was just wondering because it kind of looked like it when I watched the video.
Yeah, move the camera around here. All right, let me see your mic. Let everyone know you'll be right back.
Yeah. So I'm going to make the tea.
You're gonna make it and bring it back, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about yarrow, and then we'll come back and we'll have the tea.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, bud. All right, so let's head back over here. And so yarrow actually grows pretty much everywhere in the northern hemisphere, and you're going to find it a lot along roadsides and stuff like that. Oftentimes it's mistaken for a weed. You do need to do research and be careful though, because it can also be mistaken for hemlock or a couple other things that are dangerous. And so there's some different pictures you can show. Again, this is just a chat on yarrow. Those type would be best in a standalone video where I can show pictures and differences. So do your own research on it. But it's something that grows on prairies, can be invasive in that it will spread its seeds everywhere and continue to grow and spread. Hey, RG Arizona Homestead, you have to love the little folks. They do the best job. Oh, he's doing a fantastic job, and he really wants to help me out with the live streams, and he loves the garden, and so that's something I want to cultivate in him. And I really want to, too often people look at children as a hindrance or something, and that's easy to get caught up in. And so it is a definite goal of mine to include him in all the things I'm doing. He actually teaches me a lot. So that little guy teaches me so many things out here and about life, and so he is amazing. But anyways, so yarrow can be invasive. It spreads its seeds. It can grow all over. The whole plant can be used, and it's considered an overall health type thing. So there's so many effects that things it's good for. And so we're going to go into a little bit here. And so I'm going to read some notes. I'll try not to look at it all the way. But they normally bloom from June to September, so I don't have blooms on mine right now, but they will shoot up and have this umbrella-looking structure those then umbrella off and have little flat top clusters of some small colored flowers. The plant can be used dry really well in teas and things like that. It is medicinal, so you want to do fairly good amounts. Made tinctures, powders, topicals, all kinds of things like that. Let's see. It's known as Achilles or whatnot because I guess supposedly he used it in battle or whatnot to heal wounds and stuff, and so that is one of the things it's really known for. So it can be powdered or it can be dried. The leaves can be pulled off, I don't have them here, but mashed up and put in wounds and used almost as like a quick clot. So if you're out on the prairie or the homestead and you're like as I often am out there doing things and I cut myself and don't have anything else really to use, but you have some yarrow growing out there, that's a good plant to be able to identify. You can mash up those leaves and put it in the wound, and that's going to help stop it from bleeding. It is really known for being a first aid like that. It also helps with bruises and other things like that. Now, it can potentially be harmful in certain instances. Definitely if you're pregnant, you probably don't want to use it, being that it targets and increases blood flow down in the lower regions, and so if you are pregnant, that can lead to miscarriage or assist in that a little bit, I guess. And so, but on the flip side, after or right before childbirth, it can be used to, and actually Papa Pepper's doing a stream later today. I just want to mention real quick, I think where he's doing a gender reveal. I believe that's today, and so I'm excited for tonight, but go to his channel, check that out. Anyways, it can be used right before childbirth to help induce birth, and so more blood flow. It's also a painkiller and a antiseptic, and so it's going to help with all those things. So yarrow is good in childbirth right at that moment, as well as afterwards, to help clear everything out and keep everything clean. So side note there. Let's see, the Indians used it a lot, and Native Americans used it a lot. And I'm looking for the tribe that I had written here. I can't find that tribe. Anyways, they would pack it in fish cavities and things with other herbs and actually use that as a preservative. And I can't see chat right now, but I'll hop back in a minute. The Italians would use it to help with fevers. Scottish Highlanders used it as an ointment for their wounds as well. And so all throughout history, it's been used for many things. It's an astringent, and so it can be used to clean. It helps with chronic urinary infections or diseases. It's really good for clearing out congestion and stuff. It's good for coughs. It can be made into cough drops or things like that, or taken in teas or tinctures. So that way it helps to induce perspiration or sweat. And so it's good for fevers, colds, and things like that. It's been used to help break fevers and stuff, in that it helps perspiration to lower that. It's a pain reliever. It helps with migraines and increased blood flow to the head. Let's see. It helps with chronic diseases, light bleeding, diabetes, hemorrhoids, dysentery. It's been known to help with diarrhea. Chewing the leaves and swallowing it helps with coughs. It's been used to help with stomach problems. It's a diuretic, so it's a bunch of different things like that. And I'm going to hop back into chat before I give some more facts, because that was a whole lot I spit at everyone. Let's see. Natural medicine's the best. It's an excellent way to go. It's something that I can save those seeds, and the more we can learn about, we can treat things without having to rely on the store as much. So I'm a firm believer that really everything we need is here in nature. There are some circumstances you probably need further care, and so for that you would need to do your own research and whatnot. Great information. I'm not going to go into everything about yarrow. I'm actually going to stop there. There's a whole lot more and a lot I wanted to say, but I'm not willing just to spit off a lot of facts this morning. That's not what the chat's for. And my son's going to be back with tea in a minute. So it's something that you should look up. That is my point. It's an excellent herb to have in the garden and can be used for many things. The quick clot alone and the anti-allergies and things like that, as well as helping with flu, is enough this time of year. I don't know if you can hear in my voice, me and my son and whole family have been a little bit under the weather, and so that's good to have. And so let's see, we still have a few people, still have 6 people in here. Well, is there anything anyone would like to see in the garden before my son comes back? I'm really just enjoying the morning. It's about 80 degrees in New Mexico here this morning, and it's an absolutely beautiful day. Not a whole lot going on. I gotta head into work a little bit later here. I had to do some extra chores because tomorrow I gotta pull a double for the man, so I'm slowly working to remove myself from that system, but it's a lot of extra work to do that. And so I'm gonna grab a couple links here to post. So I haven't gotten StreamYard yet or anything like that, but I can post some links. And so the first one I'm going to post in here is for Ultimate S&S. And so that is a channel worth checking out. I don't know if he's in here this morning, but he is fairly often and commenting. And he does a lot of things with quail homesteading, prepping, and the Bible and whatnot. I know Nick might still be in here over at Arizona Highland Homestead. I'm going to go ahead and drop his link in here as well. Let's see, Danny Days is in here. And so I don't drop links all the time, and this is actually something I wanted to mention. And one of the reasons is I found out it's a whole lot better for your channel if people go and search for it. So if you go, instead of just clicking the links, although I will drop them here, and go and search for it in YouTube, it's a whole lot better for the channel. And then you could subscribe and give a thumbs up. I'm going to drop Danny Day's Homestead here next. And so I'm going to try and promote some people. She's got a great channel as well, showing all kinds of valuable things. So go check her out. Let's see. Who else do we got in here with a channel? RG Arizona Homestead. So let's pull him up. And so he doesn't do videos all the time. The last one, it looks like, was 4 months ago, but I do enjoy them. I really do. Even seeing the helicopters fly over or whatever it be. Oh, my son's headed back out with tea. So that's the last one we'll drop right now. Are we coming back? Do we have it? So what did we put? Well, actually, come pop over here and tell me what we put in our tea. Oh, is that mine? You don't want to get on camera? Are you sure? Where did I put your microphone, Casey? There it is. Thank you.
Yes.
Right, let's put your microphone on.
Yes, please do.
Got your mic. All right, got you mic'd up. Garden's good for the soul as well as the body. It is. Okay,
it is kind of hot.
It is very hot.
We did wait 15 minutes, but I guess it wasn't enough.
Oh, that's okay. We'll sip slowly.
Yes. Oh, and also, if you have surgery, just like when you were talking about when do not have it when you're pregnant, it's the same thing.
With surgery?
Yes. So
you probably don't want him. You might bleed. Well, it's supposed to be like a quick clot type.
Yes. Yes. My mom just researched
Oh,
it.
that purges blood clots. So encourages blood flow.
Yes.
Do a lot of research there.
So she was doing some research and yeah, she
So
wanted
surgery,
me to
you may
tell
not
that.
want to do it either if you're
Yeah,
undergoing
so she
surgery.
wanted me to tell that to you
But
guys.
for minor cuts and scrapes, it's good.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what did we put in our tea?
So we put in some lemon basil.
Lemon basil.
We put in some mint. Do you put in mint
We
basil?
put in the lemon mint.
Yes, the lemon mint. Because we also put in a.
Did you end up putting like dry
Yarrow?
chamomile? We put the yarrow.
We put the yarrow, and the reason we put the reason we're putting so much flavor in this once again is because it's bitter.
It's bitter. Now this is a medicinal one, so
Yes.
it's not one we just want to drink all the time, probably.
Yes.
But you can hear my throat's a little sore. I've had a cough. Have you had a cough?
Yeah, I've been coughing out. Like,
You've had a
it's
lot
just
of congestion.
Yes, allergy season.
Allergy season. And I know you mentioned briefly earlier, but before we sip this, I just wanted to say there's mosquitoes been everywhere. And so you can actually pull up a video, but there's recipes you can do using Yarrow to make mosquito repellent. And it's supposed to be an excellent natural mosquito repellent. And it helps with malaria as well by causing certain different things. So I could look up that right now. I had it in notes, but go do some research there so that mosquitoes. Okay, are we ready to sip it?
It's okay.
It's a
Maybe
little
if
hot.
we should just blow on it.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. Let's smell it. It smells good.
Yeah, we also put some honey in it.
This is really good. And it does, it kind of has that almost cough droppy flavor. That must be from the lemon mint.
I burnt my mouth.
It's lemon basil.
Lemon basil, okay. Well, I think we put both, lemon mint and lemon basil. Yeah.
Also, everybody there, right behind you, is my mother.
And we refer to her as Mom, not Jen, right?
Yes, she does not like to be on camera.
Sometimes. She's gonna hop on and do some cooking things with us more. Hey, I
Yes.
heard you guys tried bites of the quail egg guacamole last night after I went out for the stream.
I didn't because Mom said don't try it, it's too hot.
We put the cayenne peppers and the jalapenos in there, huh?
Yes.
Yep.
Cayenne are hot.
They are hot cayennes. Those are the ones over from Papa Pepper. And so those grow well for him in down south where he is, and then they grow well for us out in the desert here too. And so Jen is awesome. She is. All right. Well, I do have some cleaning up and some chores to do before I get to work. And we got a couple people on still, but I think we talked, we made our point. People should go look up Yarrow and watch videos on it.
Yes.
Yes. And they should plant it and keep it around their homestead or their backyard.
Yes. But don't listen to every single thing we say. It's not like we're experts.
We're not experts. We give that disclaimer. Disclaimer. This is really good tea.
Mine's really hot still.
And it is. It's soothing the throat.
It burnt my mouth. It is not soothing.
All right. Well, let's see. Make sure you give a thumbs up on your way out. Hit subscribe if you haven't. We have our normal weekly chats. So Saturday night, we have Quail Shack Chat with Matt, where we've been doing quail problems. So you can join us this next Saturday at 8 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yes.
And next Sunday, are we going to do another garden chat with Matt and Farmer Casey?
Yes. And isn't the quail problems part 4?
It's part 4 on that one, the quail feeds.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. The first thing you said, what was?
And are we going to do the garden chat again next week?
Before that. Before that.
I don't remember. I don't know what you're going to say. So we are, but I think we're going to do the garden chat again. We're probably going to pick another, where are we going to do a medicinal tea, or are we just going to do an herb tea?
I don't know.
And we don't know. It's going to be a mystery.
Yes.
All right.
You got to find out till next time.
Really slacking on getting up. So actually putting up the thumbnails for the chats, I've been really slacking on. They're kind of in the same stage as getting the pool put away. They're in the procrastination stage, so that takes a while normally. And so I'm going to try and get thumbnails up by Wednesday evening for both the Saturday and Sunday chats.
Yes.
That way people will get a little more notice, and we'll have what kind of tea we're going to make then, right?
Yes. So they're going to have to find out till next time.
They're going to have to wait till next time? Okay, they'll wait till Wednesday maybe. So everyone have a great weekend. I know it's Labor Day weekend. A lot of people are off. You're off tomorrow.
Yes, I am.
Mom's off. I work. But everyone have a good weekend. Stay strong. And remember to practice and do the things.
Yes, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot.
All right.
Bye.